Hello. We're back. Let's get this done. So, yeah, the issue at the moment was that we don't have matching LSTM states, right? We've tested the whole network up into the LSTM, but the LSTM doesn't match, right? That's where we left off. Let's see what we're printing. HC. Did I do that right? Let's see. It should be H, right? HC. Initial hidden state. Initial cell state. Input. Wait. Am I dumb here? Wait, is there a third input? There is a third input. How did I mess that up? Wait. Huh? Oh, but I have this in the test. I don't know why I thought it was any different, actually. Yeah, they're two states, right? Okay. But, like, regardless, LSTM net proj output. Oh, wait. Where's proj? No, it's net relu 3 output. What the heck? That might be it. Seven, 6. Wait, 1, 8, 7, negative 7, 3, negative 7, 8, 2. And then negative 0, 3, 7. So this is very close, but a little off. Right? 0, 4, 3. 7, 1, 8, 7, 6. It's kind of weird how close these are, isn't it? Wait, flat hidden. Hold on. What are we printing out? Got... Let's see what we got. Oh, okay, we're just not... This is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Get rid of this, get rid of this. This. Okay, so we have LSTM here. We have flat hidden, 7, 6, 7, 1, 3. Yeah, so this one matches exactly. And then this one at the bottom matches almost. So it almost matches. But somehow, it's like, yeah, there's no way that this is going to be a 0.02 off. It's weird because most of these values are like Most of them are spot on, and then some of them are not. Can I see any pattern? Like, are the negative ones wrong? Maybe. Hmm. Okay, so we have relu, prod, relu, right? Did we recompile? Yeah, no, this is still wrong. Very odd, this one. Is state H the right state? Yeah, this is the right state, right? And then it returns outputs HC. It bothers me that it's this close as well. Like, why were the biases the same? The biases were the same, weren't they? It's like some of these are just spot on, and then some of these are like close but no cigar. I mean, and then some of them are quite far. Let me just double check the test. Well, I am seeing here. Let me try a couple things. I might have like caused some symmetry bullshit. Right, I might have just messed something up here in my test. Aha! Gotcha. Test is wrong. There's a symmetry issue. I'm glad I thought of that. Let's see what I think the symmetry issue is. I don't know why I have these headphones on either. I don't need these. Symmetry error. There are only so many things that can be symmetry errors, right? Bias input, bias state. Let's just double check real quick. I want to make sure we're not crazy. I'll make sure we're not crazy here. We don't have any errors in linear layers now, do we? No, we don't. Okay. What about this? State HNP is already wrong. So we're guaranteed. Well, I could have called it in the wrong order or something, right? Input, state H, state C, weights input, weight state, bias input, bias state, buffer, batch size, input size, hidden size. Okay. Other idea, right? Another idea. Could this be wrong order? This could be wrong order, right? Weights input, weight state. This could be wrong. Whoops. Save. Could be wrong order. Could totally be wrong order. What happened to test model? What happened to this function? Save model weights, is it? Let's see the order. Weight input, hidden, bias input, bias hidden. Why are the biases exactly the same? Isn't that kind of weird? Weight, bias, though. Is that how I do it? Oops. Weight, bias. Yeah, that's how it does it. We know that the weights are the same. Make LSTM. You do linear. And linear accumulate. Wait, hold on. Linear accumulate. Plus equals. Weights. Bias. Buffer. Input. Bias. Buffer. What about this buffer? Now this buffer gets... Why am I passing... Oh, because it's the output, okay. Input weight bias output. Yeah. That looks fine to me. I'm trying to think where it would be where there's like a symmetry issue. Because it works if you use the same seed for all the random data. Let me see. Hold on. Check the indexing math. Could very well be indexing math, right? Input plus offset. Wait. Input offset. Batch times hidden size. Wait, what? Hold on. Input offset is batch times, yeah. So H state depends on C state. And then it's going to be... Well, wait, can the indexing be wrong? I guess it could be because it's symmetric, maybe? F is 1, so it's going to be, yeah, plus hidden size. Plus cell state, T minus 1 is the input. Input. Wait, input offset here? Yeah, plus I. Oh, wait. Well, in this case it works, but I think that more generally this is wrong. Because you need to know the input size. So I think this is technically... This is hidden offset. Input offset. So this can be input. And then this one is actually hidden offset. Hidden offset. Batch offset. This is input offset. The offset hidden size. And then this is state is going to be hidden offset, right? Set plus I. And state C. Hidden offset, right? Okay, let's return all the seeds to 42. Passes. Passes. Fails. That's weird. Okay. Works. This works. 44. This should be 45. 6. Wait, 43. Yeah, 44, 45, 46. Passes. So it's when this one becomes, the cell state becomes different from the input. It fails. Hold on, maybe this is just a test. Input torch. No, this is good. And then you do H, comma, C. And for some reason, C has to be the same as the input. It's when the cell state is different from the input that it fails. That's a good enough clue, right? And the cell state... I must be using the, Oh, I'm dumb. Hold on. I know what it is. I know what it is. Right. Yeah, right here, you bastard. T. Right here. This is state C. That's state C right there. And then that's got to be hidden offset. Then we input. And then there's no input offset. We just do hidden offset. What? Now it fails still? Hold on. I should not be failing. How about when I do this? Yeah. H, C. I could have sworn that that would have been it. Did it actually build? Oh, hold on. Maybe I need to recompile this. Right? Maybe I need to recompile this. There it goes. I forgot that you have to trigger the test recompilation path separately. So now, was this with the right data? Yes, it was. Perfect. That was the issue. Okay. Perfect. Matches exactly. That was it. We had an index bug in our LSTM. It was nefarious. That was a nefarious bug. Down to RNG. But we got it. Time is it? 5:30? I got more work in me yet. I got some more work in me. I mean, I almost feel like I don't have to test this, but I think I probably should. Well, let's just go all the way to the action layer, you know? Yeah, let's just go right to here, because if this is correct here, then we're good. Six. 4. Then we do is we print F, this, and then we print F/N. Okay, so now doubles type int. Move this assert down. Cool, now we get the action outputs, right? Oops, comment. Hi, I read your papers on Neural MMO and Pufferlib. Thank you. Welcome. We're coding up some cool stuff. Though the results are going to be much cooler than the process, because the process is a lot of me debugging C-array accesses. But we're going to be able to run some really cool RL networks on the web. Yeah, it's cool, right? And they're not dumb little agents either. We're going to run CNN, MLP, LSTM agents with fancy observation data on the web in pure C, real time, client side, single core. It's going to be sweet. This is actually happening as well. It's probably going to be done today. If I can just fix these last couple of bugs. It's not that bad either. It's maybe like 400 or 500 lines of C total to just, you know, replace PyTorch, at least for inference, and compile for web. It's not bad. Not bad at all. What am I looking at here? Probs. Split. Okay, we should just do like a explicit sample, right? Argmax samples. Argmax dot detach CPU numpy. Argmax samples. Oops. Let's see if this works. Whew. Okay, so it does work. I don't know why there's all this data. There's got to be dirty data somewhere in one of these buffers. But this does work. That should be fine though, right? Let me just make sure real quick. I just want to be positive. Yeah, okay, we're fine. I see it. We're good. So, can we just run this and win now? Is that what happens? I think we can just run this and win. Headphones go back on. Screaming kids outside drive me nuts. I have absolutely zero patience whatsoever. Which is funny, because I have tons of patience for code. Seg fault. Oh, that's actually in, that's an actual memory access, though. I'm assuming that it's this move somehow. What is MobaNet? If it runs, I'll show you. But actually, here, I may as well show you on the web first. Have you seen the MOBA I've been building? You can play it online, though it has some bugs at the moment. So this runs in your browser. It's written in pure C. It's like 2,000 lines of C. It's like a miniature version of Dota or League of Legends, if you will. It has abilities. It has 5 different characters. And it runs at like 1,000,000 steps per second per core. So it's pretty cool. Woohoo! So what we're trying to do is we're going to try to get this network running so that we can actually we can play with and against RL agents. I think that would be a cool thing to do. And it's particularly cool because I'm going to be able to actually put some good networks together. Yeah. And like this tech, we're going to get to use this for everything as well, because basically, like that whole puffer net, that's the hard part. Like once I remove these prints, the actual net code for this specific environment is like 100 lines. It's like not even any longer than the PyTorch code. Yeah, it's a little obnoxious because I have a bunch of stuff hard-coded at the moment. Are you building this? Yeah, this is all my code. Here. This is PufferNet. This is the C learning, not learning, C inference library. Linear, comms, LSTMs. And then moba.h. 2,000 lines of C is that entire environment. Runs ultra fast. We can do RL on it. Pretty nice. All open source. And you can play it online too. Because C compiles to WebAssembly, which is pretty nice. Yeah, I'm a front-end developer. C is a front-end language, right? Let's see what happens if I do. I'd love to contribute. Oh, of course. We love contributions. Let me show you a little bit of that. So this is discord.gg/puffer. This is where we organize stuff. We got 400 people in here at the moment. If I show you, I think it's in general. We have to scroll a bunch here. But there are some cool things. So this is an environment that somebody's building. It's based on this old French MMO called Dofus. Somebody's building this out as a high perf environment for RL. We've got simpler stuff as well. Let me show you a couple of the others. This is the MOBA. And here, let's see the Atari ones. So we have people building high perf versions of Atari, so like Pong but runs super, super fast. And we've got Breakout but runs super, super fast. So pretty much, I mean, for most people, the easiest way to contribute that doesn't require like tons and tons of RL experience is to just like, you know, get on board with the high perf environment development and make some cool games that run ultra, ultra fast for reinforcement learning, or, you know, other types of simulators, doesn't matter, but definitely ultra high perf. Like, we try to have everything run a minimum of 1,000,000 steps per second per core, which is not all that hard to do. You can write in C if you want to. It's not required. C is nice because we can run it on the web, but Python is perfectly all right. Reads exactly like Python with types, but is just as fast as C. In fact, I did the MOBA in Python first. I did a whole bunch of the environments in Python first. So that's the easiest way. for people that have way more RL experience, you know, we also accept contributions on infrastructure, environment bindings, benchmarking, and those types of areas. But yeah, if you're just trying to like do some cool RL stuff, this is probably the easiest way is to like help us build out these environments. And of course, I'm always happy to help contributors. I occasionally I'll do code reviews on stream and stuff like that. I pretty much stream all week long, you know, 5 days a week. So let me know what interests you. I haven't seen South on here either lately, but we've also got a cool artist who's been like making artwork for this MOBA. So we got all sorts of fun contributors. This is wrong here, right? Actions. How does this even work? Velocity. How the heck does this work? Oh. I see. Uh-huh. Well, that's terrible. We do minus 300. Does that do it? I think it does. I Something is like moving outside the map because the movement is too fast. Let me see if I can see. I have an interest in RL with robotics, working on a research project, was stuck on something. Very cool. So for robotic stuff, I'll show you who you should follow. I'm sure you know Stone Tao already, but Kyung is... This is who you should follow. He does robotics for Puffer. Let's see. Yeah, so while he's been doing some of these control M's, but I think he's also got other more sophisticated ones. He's adding like bindings for existing robotics M's. At some point, we're gonna want to do like our own ultra high perf sim, but like if you're looking to add integrations for this type of stuff, that's awesome. Definitely something we would like to be putting more emphasis into. But yeah, there's lots of good material in here. Is this like actually a speed issue? Hold on. This could be a me issue, but I think it's a speed issue. Definitely an issue here. Move to source, map offset. Okay, so destination got messed up somehow. Why is this destination so crazy? It's crazy. Why is it like this? Rest of them don't. Well, actually, they do. What the heck? Destinations are like. Why are they this huge? Velocity is off, maybe? I can't think of anything else that would cause that. Can't think of anything else. Well, it shouldn't be minus 300. It should be plus 300, right? Yeah, that'll cause... Wait, I'm confused. Oh, it is minus, right? What if I do this? Aha, it is a velocity issue. Look at that. Well, something's really weird with the movement, but definitely a velocity issue. We're gonna have to train some better agents now as well. For web. What do we do for the, depending on how I want to do the movement. Is actually wisdom -3? Yeah, it's -3, like this. And it's an instar, right? So why doesn't this work? Oh, because you don't want to subtract you don't want to subtract like this. Hold on. I got you. I got you here. We'll fix this. Now, I may be running out of steam for interesting commentary, but I am going to fix this tonight. Holy. What the heck? I would have thought that would work. Why not? Why is it so fast? Gigantic numbers. Why are they like this? Maybe it's in the sampler. Yeah, what the fuck is this? right? Minus 3. Minus 303. That is weird, right? Shouldn't be able to do that. Hold on. Actions of I times 6. Should be fine. No. Because... why? Maybe I have the alignment wrong. Six. Agents times 6. Wait. 100 times. Is there something weird going on here? What if I just put this here? We're like so close to having this work. Whoops. So close to having this working. Okay, so now I should have some reasonable negative 200, negative 300. Is it just not setting the actions here? These look like they're left over, right? They're left over from the previous step. Forward. Forward. Could my multi-discrete be off? Maybe my multi-discrete is off. Sizes. Oops. Hold on. Is this it here? Yeah, I think this is it. Found it. God, I gotta love obscure C bugs. I will say, though, the number of bug fixes I've gotten today, like, I'm actually very happy with their progress. I fixed a lot of bugs, man. Fix this garbage. Right. It's gonna make me run slow. Oh man, look at this. It's pressing my buttons for me, so I can't press them. Yeah, see, it's like, it decided to take over my buttons there and attack. Something's still going too fast. It's so much closer, though. It's so much closer. Like, maybe now I can figure out what the heck it is. What is still printing? That's weird how it zooms like that. There appears to be some weird logic left over when I switch characters. I don't know why sometimes, like, some of these aren't moving. There it goes. How are they moving that fast? Holy. Somehow they're glitching like a move buff. I mean, but that's the neural net controlling them. Look. That's them. That is the neural net rushing down mid with, like, glitched fast speed. And this is this guy sitting on a tower. And I call that a success. We have some debugging to do now. But that is a success. A resounding success, even. We're going to commit all this before we lose it. What? We'll have to remove that. I don't want to mess it up, though. Yeah, this is wrong. There we go. Cool. I'm gonna be right back. Use the restroom real quick, and then we'll start just debugging this game, because as soon as I get the bugs out, this is gonna be awesome. Okay. Ah! Kick this out of my desk on the way in. Okay. Whew. All we gotta do is get some bugs out of the environment now. We have the nets working. It's just like stuff is going crazy is all. So let's start on that here, just for a little bit today. See? Forward. Yeah, so what you need to do here, right, is whichever of these things is being messed with, yeah, whichever of these things is being messed with, you need to zero out the actions. QWE. Okay, now it should stop trying to press my buttons for me. for that. Now I get smooth movement. And, oops, they're gonna flank me. I guess I'm going through the terrain. I'm clipping. Yeah, there you go. There's the assassinate skill off. Good mana. Yep, there we go. I die here. Yep. Cool. So, something's crazy with these guys that they're just, like, zooming around like that. Let's see what happened. Interesting. You're just dividing by 100. I see nothing wrong with this dividing by 100. Oh, wait. No, that's bad, isn't it? Yeah, that's bad. You have to norm this, don't you? I think I have to norm this. Is that it? I guess that's a 40% speed buff. Oh no, yeah, it's way more because, yeah, they're going 3x faster. So this is divide by 3. This is still not perfect, but this should be, hold on. Be times 300. Yeah, here we go. If, let's just do if y greater than 1, star, slash. Then what we do if x less than 1. See if this does it. F abs F. Alright, C abs. Hello, YouTube folks. Hey, Bet. We are doing crazy things. Okay, there we go. RL agents running in C. We are starring Puffer. Yeah, remember, star the Puffer. I don't have any CDs. Come on. Take the tower. It's gonna start hitting me soon. There we go. Assassinate. Yeah. Woo. You can ghost through terrain with the speed buff. What are the policies for these agents? Are they pre-trained from the previous run? These are pre-trained agents that as of right now, as of just when you joined here, these are pre-trained agents that are running the PyTorch CNN LSTM MLP model, but it's being loaded into pure C, so inference is done in pure C on one core in real time. Why not C++? Because C++ makes me sad. It really does not add anything. Really doesn't, oops. Really does not add anything to what I'm doing here. It's only 400 some odd lines of code to implement like a basic PyTorch thing. It sounds hard, but Pufferlib makes it easy. Well, this part is kind of hard, Bet. I'm not gonna lie. This part was kind of hard. We have an LSTM, we have Conv2D, and these have been meticulously matched. These have been meticulously matched to the PyTorch reference implementations. And by reference implementations, I mean testing bit by bit to try to get it to be the same. Like, I can't get the code because it's all like cuDNN. So you rolled your own neural net inference agents for this game? I mean, for Puffer in general. For Puffer in general. Like, we're going to be able to use this in all of the sims that we make for Puffer now, right? This is just going to be one of them. And the reason that I did it like this, right, is that now we can compile these to WebAssembly, and we're going to be able to run these on the browser. So these browser guys are actually going to be able to move around, and we have RL teammates. So you'll just be able to play this online and, like, you know, fight these guys or whatever. Speaking of which, you can play this now. It's very buggy, but it is on the Puffer website. We need to add the agents in and stuff like that, but it's there. You also have, we have Snake. These ones actually, we do have some RL agents. They're pretty dumb. We're going to upgrade them using all the new inference code that I just wrote. Yeah, but you can play Snake versus, you know, the RL agents. And we're going to add more games here as well. We're going to have a whole suite of them. Okay, so we fixed the speed hack issue. What other stuff is there to fix? Is the goal to use the game sim to make great RL? Or to use RL to make great and fun games, or both? The goal is mostly to use the game sim to make great RL. You know, if game studios want to do the opposite, though, right? If game studios want to do the other one and want some assistance in that, Puffer will be happy to help there. But yeah, the motivation is mostly to have ultra high performance simulations for reinforcement learning that we can then use to, you know, hyperscale the field and like dramatically advance the state of RL. And all of this is part of it. All of this is part of it. I guess we just gotta find bugs now, huh? It's pretty obnoxious. I think I know one of them. Let me see. There's like this one obnoxious inference bug. Yeah, okay, this doesn't help. Let's fix the controls. There we go. Pathing is kind of weird how it does this. Yeah, why is it doing RuneScape pathing? Hold on. Oh, yeah, I see why it's doing. Okay. Think work is super cool. Main goal is to advance RL. How's running in browser plan? Wouldn't the research mostly be done on researcher servers? Yeah, no, the having it on browser is just it's just for demo purposes. I figure like there are a lot of cool RL environments that don't get enough usage, so this is just a cool way to demo the environments. Um, the thing is though, like, yeah, I technically already had this coded in Python, but like porting it to C didn't really take me that long, and this whole inference engine, it took me like 3 or 4 days to build. So it's really not that big of an investment to have awesome demos. That means that like 10 times more people will see these environments. And like, ultimately also Puffer is a company, so it is kind of important for us to have cool demos to show people, right? Um, yeah. So that's basically the reason there. So yeah, like I could write these in Python just as well for the performance. But hey, if we write it in C, then I get cool demos out of it as well. You went with the file IO option? No, I didn't bet. Where do you see that? We wrote proper tests. There's a warning. Where? Failed to open text. That's something else. That's something else. No, I wrote proper tests, bet, for the engine. Yeah, so we have to fix this is freaking RuneScape pathing right here. Yeah, this is RuneScape pathing. So, shoot, I do need this normalization, don't I? Okay. Maybe I wasn't that dumb to begin with, right? How's this? I think this does it. And then we'll have to scale the agent actions as well. Maybe we'll move that piece of code. Yeah, there you go. No more RuneScape movement. You go straight to target. We should get rid of this cursor. And we should add like some click effects. Good job. Join Discord. Yeah, join Discord GG/Puffer. This is all open source work. We have all sorts of cool stuff going on. Beta is our official advertiser here. You can get bad help from people like bet. Uh, sometimes I'm right. Sometimes. I think I gotta repeat this little bit of code right here in the actual. Yeah, I gotta repeat this last. Actually, what I can do here, I can clean this up a little bit because I just need this to be here. Okay. 1. There we go. We norm. Now everybody's moving at the same reasonable speed. Everybody gets their actions normed to 1. So they move a little slower on the diagonals, but now the speeds are consistent, right? The policies are a little confused because they weren't trained that way, so they get stuck on stuff now. Did it just see me walk into its vision range and try to attack me? Or no, it tried to heal me, actually. It used its support ability. That's funny. What did it just use half its mana on? What are you guys doing here? I bet if I just, like, unstuck it a little bit, right? Yeah, now it goes. Yeah. So these just aren't very good agents. Also, the map is slightly off. I don't have mana for this. I think it's 150 mana. There we go. There's the assassinate. Very cool. Other bugs? Pretty much all we need to do is find all the bugs in this so we can actually train in this version of the environment. Because all these policies are just transferred from the Scythonized version. I believe there's a bug when you win the game, isn't there? I think the towers keep hitting you or something. I should, like, confirm that. Here, this is what we're going to do to confirm this. We're going to just make the tank OP so I can insta-win the game. Okay, that's insta-winning the game versus towers. Oops. Am I getting hit? No, tower's not hitting me. I don't have my cooldowns refreshed for some reason. Okay, the jump back to spawn is... The jump back to spawn is annoying. I think we should just remove that. I don't think we actually need that for training. Yeah, this right here. I don't think we need this. Oh, let's also fix CDs on death. Okay, this will fix CDs on death. How did the transition from Python to C? Well, it was in Python to begin with. It wasn't in Python. That would have been nightmarish. Um, it only took me like 3 days. Hey Tetsuo, how's it going? We currently have policies here, CNN, LSTM, and the MLP policies running in pure C. So that's fun. Oops, I hit the wrong button, and my skill is on cooldown. Awesome now. Thank you. This is all open source as well. Let's just win this game. And, oh, there's the bug. Okay, so we'll have to fix this. That's what I was testing for. The more stable but still buggy version is online right here. So you can kind of play it. The RL bots are not in there yet, because I just had to implement all the frickin' C policy stuff. But this is here. And then also you can play the Snake one. This does have RL bots, but they're just MLPs. So we're going to upgrade the AIs with CNN LSTM as soon as I get around to that after finishing up the MOBA. Since we actually have policies that are trained like that, but I didn't have the inference code for it since, like, you can't use PyTorch on web. So what just happened? We also have to have the thing not segfault on web. I see. That's funny. So, engage AoE. Huh. Have not played a MOBA, so this is super confusing. Yeah, MOBAs are the most complicated, frickin' confusing genre of game in existence to learn. You have to have played Dota or League of Legends in order to know what's going on. There's just no way I can explain to you otherwise, right? Like here, let me find the Dota map. I'll give you the quick version. Here, this looks good. So, Dota is a 5v5 game, so is League. There's this map. There are 3 lanes in the map. There's a top, middle, and bottom lane. And in each lane, you've got these 3 towers. And then you've also got these defending towers in the center. And then there's the objective to capture in the middle. So, your goal is you only really need one of the lanes, though usually you end up taking all of them, or at least 2 of them. Your goal is to level up, defeat the opponents, take the enemy towers, and then capture the objective in the center. And like all of the different characters play differently, and they're like minion waves that fight each other in the center and try to take the towers for you. And then there are neutral enemies that you have to kill along the way for gold. Lots and lots of stuff. Very, very complicated game. So we have a mini version of that. We're using it for research. Let's see if this does anything. Die, 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 die. And we use our heal buff. Oh, look, we actually have an RL teammate here. Look at that. He's gonna die because he's not very smart, but we do have an RL teammate. Yeah. Okay. Nothing crashed that time. All the levels did reset. They're dying instantly, but that's just because I've super, like, gigabuffed the damage. We should probably fix some of these rendering glitches with, like, the render lines going off screen. I'm mostly trying to find crashes, though. I should just put this online and let you all find the crashes for me. That would be the smart way of doing it. Okay. There they go. They're the RL teammates. They get stuck on stuff because they're not very smart. But they do work. Radiant victory. Why did I just get sent back to base? I thought I fixed that. Oh. Something is targeting me. Something is targeting me. There's a weird bug. What is targeting me? Is it my own tower? Let me see, or is it something invisible? Is it my own tower? The hell is targeting me? Is it targeting me across the map? It has to be, right? So something is wrong in the targeting logic. Something is targeting on 0. Yeah, that's what's happening. Something is doing 350 damage, I believe. Yeah, 350. Towers, 2 OP. Well, these are my own towers, right? So something is doing 350 damage. So I gotta figure out what is capable of doing 350 damage in the game. I don't think any of the towers do 350. I think that's like the enemy burst or whatever. Do I have 350 in here anyway? Oh wait, is it my support? Support does negative, but this should be healing. And it's minus player level, so no, this can't be it, because this would be 400 even if it were a heal. I'll test the support just in case to see if it actually heals correctly. I think that, but basically I think that there's some targeting bug where, like, something is being able to index the wrong target. Here, let me go get myself damaged. Ah. Here we go. Engage AoE. Definitely something on the targeting. Oh, I just noticed your tag is C/assembly. That's fun. I'm gonna be honest, I've been writing C for like the past 2 or 3 weeks. Before that, I haven't written C in 10 years. But I've been enjoying it. I've been writing Python for like close to 10 years. Almost exclusively Python as well. A little bit of C# in there for Unity, but that's about it. I mean, I honestly really enjoy it. The thing is, my undergrad ruined it for me. Like the Stanford lectures on it were so bad. Like just not knowing that like dash F like address sanitizers exist was just god awful. I'm pretty sure just with knowing that like address sanitizers exist, like it's actually so much better now. I think if they just fixed that one thing, I would have had a fine time. But they literally didn't tell us that those were a thing. It's absolutely brutal. I'd rather have an address sanitizer than an LSP. It's quite funny as well, because like I get a lot of people like, why are you writing it in C? Like, why are you making this hard on yourself? And it's like, no, I'm writing it in C to make it easy on myself. Like, what else would I write it in? I think what this would be caused by. I gotta look at the targeting maybe. You do scan every tick. You don't reset scan targets though, do you? I guess that's probably what we need to do is reset scan targets or something. This has got to be only on environment reset though, right? Reset. Targets. Why is it set to 121? Plus. Let's see this. Let's see if this does it. I mean, I think technically you need to reset on death as well. I forget, will it break in a place? Yeah, you totally can do that. There might be, I don't know if you can break on segfault. I think segfault is just dead. Welcome as well. We got it working. These networks are not great because I haven't trained great networks yet. But like these guys are technically LSTM, CNN, MLP agents. It should break on the segfault. Oh, I don't know. We're in pure C land now. So Okay, look, did you see that? It's zapping across the frickin' map. That's bad. Why was it zapping across the map? There's some screwy stuff going on. Oh, and there's definitely like... Yeah, it's zapping across the map. There's definitely something screwy going on here. Feature, not a bug. Ah, you see right there? Something just hit me. Let's see if it does it again. I think it's going to do 350 damage. No? Something is doing like small damage to me. I think it only happens... Yeah, there it goes. There's 350. That's very weird. Do we think that's a tower? What could that be? What does 350 damage? Tower damage? No, the towers only do 175 max. 175 times 2 is 350 if I'm getting hit by both of them somehow, right? What do we think? I'm getting consistently hit for 350. I should just log attacks that take place above a certain distance, right? Let's just log attacks that take place above a certain distance. That would be the smarter thing. Where is this? Float dist to target. There we go. 10. Print F. Attacker percent. That's distance. Yeah, let's try this. So now we should get some useful prints. Yeah. Go get some levels. What's up, tower? Nothing is attacked over 10 distance yet. I gotta heal. Attacker 199, that's interesting. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. The UI is not unresponsive. I was just pressing the wrong button. Okay. Attacker 5. That's interesting, right? Attacker 5 is the enemy... Wait, what? Attacker 5 should be 0, 1, 2, 3. The enemy support? Target 3 is 0, 1, 2, 3. Yep, the tank. And they're cross-mapping me. 189. And then attacker 199 is... The heck is attacker 100? I didn't think there were 199. That goes back on. Yeah, there's 202. Okay, this is enough logs. 10, 110, 182. Okay, so the 200s are towers, I guess, right? 108, wait, 182. Yeah, 206 should be the highest. So these are enemy towers, and then somehow also the enemy support is targeting me across the map. Where's South as well? I want to show him the cool demos. I gotta do the animation set for the or the animation logic at some point soon. Scans in AoE. Tower vision. Nearest scan target. I don't understand how it keeps scanning and it's still hitting me. Right? Like, this should be going continue, 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 right? Not scanning anything. And then it should be nulling the target. So the fact that it's not just like it's hitting me on reset. Have to sleep. I've done sleep throughout the night and you're still alive? Yeah, man. You're not getting enough sleep then. I work, but I get lots of sleep. Sleep's important. $7 hours? Not enough. I get 8 or 9. Mind you, I've had periods of several years in my life where I've gotten like 4 consistently, but not doing that shit again. There's literally no point. Like, I can't function on that at like any amount of capacity. So unless I'm doing really stupid work, right? But yeah, when I was younger, I did not sleep at all. Mm-hmm. And targets. I still don't know what's wrong with this tower logic. Like, this looks fine. There's the cooldowns. It has to frickin' scam, right? Yeah, we step every tick. Tick. No, this is, yeah, the ticks are correct. And then we scam. Like, am I missing something here? I mean, I can try this just to see. Like, I could be computing PID wrong or something ridiculous, but let's see if this does it. Alright, we're taking over the tank. They want the OP character. What the heck did that much damage to me? Jeez. Yeah, okay, the tanks can, the minions can tank. What in the heck? Gotta do this. Oh yeah, there we go. We're getting hit on by, crazy things. So before even a reset, we've got distances. Well, those ones might be okay, because they're only like 10 distance. Let's see if the bug is fixed. I think all we have to do is, like, wait, right? Distance 11. I mean... yeah, that's feasible. I think that's technically feasible. Not getting hit. So am I just misunderstanding how this thing works here? Oh, nope, there it is. Okay, so... two different towers. Target 50. You know, the weird thing about this is I have this nulled. Did I rebuild? Yeah, I rebuilt right here. Okay, so this is not working. YX. Hold on. Let me just check one thing and I'll look at that. Huh. Remember the question I asked about training on lots of simulations? I had an idea that we can somehow merge the weights of two different networks. I don't think you're looking at ensemble learning. I think you're looking at distillation. Is player in env entities? Yes. I would suggest that you look up like policy distillation or something like that. Is player in yeah, so all of the different the players, creeps, neutrals, towers, everything is inside of entities. And then there's the get entity function that will it essentially just is a conditional. It'll just match your index to whatever, like to whatever your type is. There's only one struct type in order to make everything very easy. Like everything is just an entity, and then like the entity struct just has all the different properties. It makes things very easy. It skips the player when scanning. Let me see. So if the target is invalid, it skips it. If the target is on the same team, it skips it. So you're on your same team. If the target is... Yeah, there are flags basically to control what to skip. Target equal... So it should be on team. So not just yourself, but anything on your same team. And the reason it's coded that way is for like for healing effects, for instance. There's like a self heal and there's an AoE heal. So you can scan for like nearby allies. I guess technically that one should just always go through because you're always within AoE, so you should always be able to heal yourself. But it can't be... It shouldn't be able to be just hitting itself. Because the knight is... Yeah, the puffer knight is level 1, and I set its damage to 250. And it was taking 350. Yeah, so it would take 300, not 350 at level 1. Something... And, like, you can also see, right? These attackers, these high indices here, correspond to towers. So, like, occasionally, like, I'll see, like, something hitting... I'll see something else, but mostly it looks like towers. Towers are somehow, like, hitting outside of their range. And I don't know if it's... They're just randomly hitting outside of their range, or, like, it's, if they've seen you, they're getting stuck on you or something. And MOBA player tower. And then it's tower vision, which is 5, which is fine. Player Y minus radius. X minus radius. Let's just make sure then. Let's not be useless here. So like see if this does it. It could also be... It could be something to do with, like... Whoops. What happened here? Yeah. It could be like not the first scan target. It could be like overflowing its target buffer or some weird shit. Here. Let's go see again. As soon as I get this into like a pretty much playable state though, even if there are like a few bugs left, as long as I don't see like crazy bugs, I'm just gonna put this online and let you guys like play it, and then I'll find out the bugs that way. It's like literally just play testing. Jeez, you guys do a lot of what? How are you hitting me there? How are you hitting me there? Okay. Target -1. Well, that doesn't make any sense. -1 should be Sentinel. I literally have. Could this be grid desync? This could be grid desync, right? Let's try grid desync. That's a valid thing. We're gonna have to edit the renderer for this. Where is it? Targeting overlays. Wait, what? Hold on. Draw a rectangle. How did I have moves implemented? Okay, I don't actually understand. Should be not equal to 0, right? Basically what I want to do is I want to like overlay to see if I'm leaving ghosts on the map. I think it's possible that we're leaving ghosts. By ghosts, I mean like we're not clearing from the map correctly. I don't know how that would do anything, but... Okay, so right here. Did I already draw the terrain somewhere? Oh yeah, I drew it in the shader. Let's try this. Okay, so now we can see on these debug cells, right? We can see actually where everything is on the grid. So like we'd be able to see, for instance, if I killed stuff, but then it left like ghosts around. Oh, thank you for the heal support. Look at that. My allied neural network did something nice for me. It's okay, I will avenge you. Okay. Ooh, look at that. You see that? Ghosts. Look, see this guy? He just freaking teleported to me. This guy just TP'd to me. You see the ghost there? I gotta get past these guys so I can actually go see it. Hold on, let me see how I can juke by. Ah, look, ghost right there. Ah, ghosts. Yeah, I saw the ghosts. Okay. Oh, okay, so... Knit MOBA. Well, we see that we have ghosts. Initialize players. They get their spawn positions. I'm guessing it's this thing right here. If I just do this, does this do it? Wait, how does despawning the creeps work? Oh, it's because I was zeroing the PID map before, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, I see. Yeah, that's gonna get totally messed up, isn't it? So the issue is that I was before this I was zeroing out, or I was like resetting the whole map when the game finished, and I'm not doing that anymore. So it leaves ghosts. So I just need to go through all the entities and reset them. Let me here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna order dinner on the side here, and then I'm going to continue working on this until it gets here. Gosh. Dang, I really appreciate the support on this, just like on like a little post like this. It's nice to see. What do I order for dinner? Some eggs, corned beef. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's keep working on this for the next however long it takes to get here. So, let's be smart about this. When you initialize, I just have to be a little disciplined here. Player PID and a 1. Okay. What else? Need to be -1. Hold on. No, I'm it's so weird because like would an ensemble of policies be more effective than using a single policy? Ensemble of policies, no policy perform. The general rule for naive ensembling from like classic Vision and NLP from back in the day was you get 2%. So you ensemble 8 models, you get 2% better. You can be smarter about it, and then you end up with things that are like kind of ensembles but not really. You can look at mixture of experts for that. But you can also just make the policy bigger. Okay, so basically what I have to figure out here is if I'm going to have to kill the entities or not. I don't think this is the function that matters. It's the move to function that matters, right? Because the way I do it is I clear the source. I should be able to fix this. This is not that hard. I'm just like end of a long day here, and it is kind of important to do this right. So essentially the issue is the way in which I move around players and the way in which I handle like killing and respawning entities in the game. I should probably just separate this out. Just to like delete at and place at or whatever. Yeah. I'm trying to think how hard that will be to do correctly right now. That doesn't actually help me though, does it? I think the quickest fix for now, yeah. If I just set the initial x and y to 0, right? Then I don't have to set it there. You can do kill entity then. Tower respawn should be fine. 6. I should set the initial x and y's. Otherwise, I'm going to have a problem, right? Where the hell are the creeps? Do I not set them? Yeah. I don't even check them at all. Creep. IDX. Offset of env. That's I. That's good. Okay. Let's see what this does. $15, $16. Where did my chat go? Oh, I disappeared. Whoops, wrong hotkey. So what do we think? Do we think that this does anything? Let's go support. Engage support. Oh, I died. Why do I only have 700 health? I'm level 13. I should have more health than this. I guess leveling health is not working. I was wondering why it was so hard. Yeah, I just got murked by something. Oh, towers are hitting me still. Okay. Well, you can see that the corpses are gone. So that's one thing that was fixed. Though it looks like there's still bugs. They appear rarer. Oh, now I have 1600 health. But there's definitely something screwy with the leveling. Yeah, so something just hit me from far off. Oh, but it just... Okay. Interesting. See? Definitely max health bugs. Where's my food? Not here yet. Maybe we fix this bug. Definitely some stuff that needs to just be tracked a little bit better. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of too fried to get anywhere else on this today, so I'm gonna push this for now. So you guys can play with it if you want. Thanks, Tetsuo. That's fun. Comments. Thank you. Hey, I don't know if you're still around here, but this is available as a standalone on the GitHub. And as of today, we've confirmed it's correct. I'll put out a post on this tomorrow. I'll be sure to tag the C assembly folks, but yeah, maybe you guys will want to optimize it actually. I gotta move it into like a self-contained thing, but I don't think that this code is amazing, to be honest. Like, I like the I like the actual implementations of the nets. I don't know if I like the way that I've done the wrappers. I don't know if I like the way that I've done the allocations on the wrappers and stuff. Maybe you guys will have some ideas on that, though. The other thing I can't figure out how I want to do in C is multi-dimensional arrays. Like, always having to do flat indexing is really, really rough. I figured out you can cast to a multi-dimensional array. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I do that in a couple places. But yeah, 444 lines for all this. So that's fun. And yeah, Puffer AI is the business site. But we have docs as well. We've got Puffer AI, GitHub IO for docs. It's all open source. And then this was a pretty cool community thing. Though the one thing I can't figure out with the C assembly folks is like I'll see people trying to like implement all sorts of fancy abstractions in C, and I wonder like, why are you coding stuff in C if you want the fancy abstractions? I thought the point was to not do any of that. So yeah, this type of stuff confuses me. Like, why do you want this, right? It's cool that you can do it. It's definitely cool that you can do it. But do you really want it? Right? Like, my favorite thing about C is just being, I like writing things in the stupidest way possible and just like having it be fast and super maintainable because like there's nothing confusing ever, right? Like honestly, I think some of this environment code is some of the most maintainable code I've written just because it's actually brain dead, right? Like I just get to be completely brain dead in C and it's great. I love it. Like I haven't even needed to have a dictionary yet. Like I haven't even needed a map yet. It's just use arrays for everything. But yeah, I'll post about the actual puffernet.c tomorrow. I think it's quite nice, like what it provides, because you get there's some utility things, but you get, I mean, really most of it is wrappers for like just the allocations and like storing all these annoying variables. But if you just look at like the procedural API, right, like the pure procedural stuff here is, so there's this load file stuff which you can ignore. So now from line 50 to line 160. So you ignore all the brackets. It's literally less than 100 lines. For LSTM, convolution layers, and a couple different types of linear layers and activations. It doesn't take much code. The indexing on this was a pain. The conv was painful. But yeah. And I'm sure it's not fast, but it's fast enough. Like we can tile the matmulls or stuff. In the future, we could try SIMD. A couple other utils are argmax for multi-discrete. I am curious at what the C assembly folks will think about the way that I'm doing this type of stuff. I don't know if I like it. I have structs to store like the layers here. I didn't make a tensor struct. I thought that would be too much. I did put a batch size, so I have to You have to have a fixed batch size just because I didn't want to have to pass this as a parameter. Otherwise, you have to pass it every time you call forward because there's no tensor struct. I have weights here, so you make it with weights, and then this thing just like gets the block of memory from the file. So your weights are in contiguous memory, which is kind of cool. The weights for the entire network are in contiguous memory loaded from the file. You store some of these params, and then the actual like wrapped API is you just call, I mean, you can see here, like you just call linear with the layer and then the input. And then you get the weights from the layer, the bias from the layer, and it just puts it inside of output. So it's not mallocing anything. There are no dynamic memory allocations, right? It just stores it in an output buffer. Yeah. I don't know design-wise with this type of stuff. I haven't been doing stuff this way to know whether this is a good idea. Right, like technically I could still have this struct, but then instead of having it be a make like this, I could have an init, so you like declare the struct, and then you init it with weights or whatever. I don't know if like having like this make function with like a batch input output is kind of weird because I can just do like, struct dot batch size dot input dot output. But then I do want to have these for the init. I want to have like this init stuff do get weights for you because it has to do like dimension math and stuff. So I'm not entirely sure on this side. But I figure that this will be like a nice little standalone. Like that people will be able to play with, and I'll just like improve over time. This is not the main focus, right? I'm not trying to make a new TinyGrad or a new PyTorch or anything. The main point of this is to just like have something that's nice and simple to use, so we can do cool stuff on web. And like the goal is not to have this game be super fun or anything. I just want this to be like mildly entertaining and like recognizably looks like League or Dota, right? Looks like recognizably like a game, and has some complexity to it, right? And then have like a bunch of these types of sims so that we can use them for RL. I mean, this thing will run at over 1,000,000 steps per second per core without rendering. So I mean, we can literally get like centuries worth of training data per day per GPU with this. Like the training runs that I do on this, like we'll do like 20 billion step training runs on one GPU, and I think I can make it even faster than that. This is funny. This is kind of unironically a decent way to do like lo-fi rendering is super important for RL. Like we really need better ways of getting simulation state fast. I have bindings for Doom as well for Pufferlib. I can get it up to 100,000 frames per second on a good i9 with like 24 cores. But it's hard to get it way faster. I really like Raylib. Yeah, I really like Raylib. Hey, if I wanted to borrow Checker, I'd take out a loan. Funny. All right, food's here in a minute. So I'm gonna be back doing this stuff tomorrow when my brain is fresh. Um, yeah, I'm gonna be back doing this when my brain is fresh. I'm going to. So tomorrow the goal is going to be to clean up the environment. Hopefully we can get it stable enough that I will be able to do training on the pure C environment instead of the Cython version. We'll see if I can get all that done. And if I can manage to do that, then oh shit, all my boxes are down actually. I don't know if you've seen the puffer cluster. We're currently having some maintenance issues. But this is normally where we do all of the training runs. So if I can get these boxes to be back up tomorrow, then hopefully we can actually do some training runs on them. We have like awesome hyperparam sweeps to do, and we can get some policies. That would be good. If not, I'll just use the current one I have, which isn't amazing. But we can do that, and then people will be able to start helping debug online. And then over the next few days, we'll keep polishing this stuff. I'm sure there'll be some things to fix. I probably have to do some sort of an animation system, depending. We have an artist who has been contributing awesome stuff. So all like the assets in it right now. But yeah, we'll see after that. I also have a few other environments to code on, but I'm liking the direction that this is all taking. And we'll have to see when I cut a release. I think it's going to be the MOBA, the other environment that's not announced, and like maybe a few small other environment ports, and then we'll release that as like the big environment update for Puffer. I want when I release that update, I want it to be like, hey, we have the simulation data that we need to push RL forward for the next however long. Anyways, thank you folks, and I will be back tomorrow.